All right, so another update on the movement room that I have here at Obtain Strength in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's come quite a ways. I have the rig set up. I'm gonna turn this around so that I can showcase this to you guys and show you kind of some of the stuff that I've been up to update all of this. So, we'll start in the back there. So we got the rig set up. I've actually placed more supportive beams on it because it was shaking a bunch. So I have that this week, hopefully probably Thursday or Friday. The back end over there where you see the green pipe, I'm actually going to get another one cut like that, and then I'll square that whole end off, and then I can adjust that a little bit. So that's the next big thing. I have my side rail supports there too, so it doesn't shift as much, which is awesome. Painted the back wall. We have the upper part painted white. We have the suspension trainer in the corner. I'm going to get more mats here pretty soon as well, just because that's really irritating me that it looks like that over there. So I'll get some more 4x6 mats and we'll kind of basically just round off that end over there. So I'll have that done. I have a barbell finally, so we can do some deadlifts up here. Big thing this year is just making sure that I can get a squat rack in here and a bench with some more bumper plates. So we have that. I've been painting the upper part here, trying to get that done. You can see a little bit with one of the air vents up there where it's like brown, where they just didn't paint it all the way to the top. So doing that, painting this gas line pipe here white. You can see where it's not white right there. And then I spray painted that. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm thinking about actually doing all of this up here and just painting it white so it looks just like a larger room, because you're not seeing all of that stuff. And then painting this right here, this vent blue, and then actually just texturizing some clouds on it. I know that's kind of corny, but I just wanted to look like a very unique space. I have to get a stencil thing. I'm trying to get a projector, and I'll project an image on here, and then I'll actually trace that out. Not messing with patching that wall right there just yet, but all the openings over here that we had right there, I've actually foamed all of that out now. So hopefully this doesn't leak as much with a lot of this stuff. There's actually one over here in the corner too that was really big where it looked like this pipe went through. I don't know what it's for, but it was there. So I filled that out and then painted over that. This wall is all the same color blue now. So luckily I had enough from one of the rooms in the house. At my house had just enough to paint that whole thing blue, right? The door framed that out, finished that so that doesn't look as tacky. Got this back wall painted as well with the top there white. So eventually I'm going to paint something on that wall. I want to paint a scenery or something like that. But basically doing it like cutout style, so it won't be as difficult. You're just doing like different shades of a color that progressively get, I think, lighter as you go further back. That way it kind of looks faded and it looks like it's three-dimensional. And that you can just trace out, especially if it's just mountains. Got the door on here. So more stuff hopefully to come here, but something cooler. This is the nerd part of me. I have a poster that I'm going to hang up. And I want to get a couple other posters to just hang up in here just to give it something. But right here, you look at that right there. I know it's corny, but I'm a huge fan of The Office, the show. So I have that on there. So this is my office, right? This is my office space. Client said they had some LED lights that might look into running some stuff in here as well. I've been cleaning, actually vacuuming all the top areas, all the beams in here, because it has a bunch of dust. Vacuuming all that out. I got all the cobwebs out. Just cleaning this place up, making it look nicer. And clients have been very responsive to that. Just because initially telling people about it, they're just like, you could tell they're like, I don't know if you should do that. And it seems like either a waste of your time or like they just weren't enthused about it. And now they see it, they're like, whoa, like it's turning into something, especially with the rig in the back here. But for me, if I'm going to do it, like I'm going to do it 100%. And this is such a huge opportunity. Why would I waste it? Right? The only thing that I'm seeing now is when I got to test the AC unit in here to make sure that it works. That's going to be a huge factor, especially summers here in Oklahoma, because it gets hot and humid. And I'm on the second story of a warehouse, right? Luckily there's insulation, which is awesome, but got to check that. And then the other part, I'm going to turn this back around. So if we look right there, I need to fix that. That actually leaks water when it rains. And then right here, all these little dots, that leaks as well, which is why I was able to, I had to go downstairs, find a bucket because it just leaks. So that's something I'm gonna have to take care of. Now, if the owners don't do it, I'm probably just gonna go get it's like a spray can rubber thing, seal it, and I'll basically try and find this general area because I know, like, all right, the vents are there, so it's next to the vent, and then it's gonna be X amount of feet south of that, right? And I'll measure that out, and then I'll go there and I'll just coat the whole area, and I'll buy like 5 cans of it, do the best that I can, just make sure that it doesn't leak in here anymore. Shut the vents of the other rooms so that if this AC unit does work, it won't blow to those other rooms. It'll just blow here. And if you look around, we'll go here. We got 2, 1, 2, we got a third one right here. Spin this way. And then we got 4, 5. There's 4 vents leading into this room. Like, it should get cool pretty quick with that much airflow coming through. My brother-in-law does heating and air, so if it doesn't work and the owners of the building don't want to fix it, I might have him come out here and look at it, see what it would cost to fix it if it's broke. If it's anything over a couple $100, I might just buy it's a $600 1,000 square foot window unit that I can put with the bay door right over here, and we'll just get like a wood fixture, which I actually have one over there. I have a big piece of wood that try and figure out a way to essentially set it on that if I can. And I got an engineer client that said he would help me. That would be my other option. Now, this room is about 1,150 square foot, almost 1,200. So I figured with a 1,000 square foot unit, it'll at least keep it somewhat cool. I don't need to be ice cold, but it'll do that, and then maybe get a couple fans in here. So that is the plan for right now. The hope is within the next week is to get this back into the rig situated, and then start looking for that squat rack, and hopefully get at least 2, if not 4 more rubber mats here. And like I said, I can just kind of square out that whole end, because the good news is I measured it out. These should line all the way to the wall there, so it should just look super clean right there. And these extra pieces most likely go back over here in this corner, which is where I'll put the squat rack. At that point, like, I'm good. I don't really need a ton more. And then it'll just be trying to make this place look nicer, right? Trying to clean it up. Eventually, I mean, all the little holes in the wall, because this was an MMA room, I'll patch those, and then I'll paint over it, and I'll do all that little stuff. It's not my first concern right now, especially since I've been able to like put the baseboards on or the trim on, and paint the walls and stuff like that. It's not my main concern, but it's also something I'm still conscious of. Painting the top, getting that white, all those little things. Like I said, I want this to look good, 1, because I'm doing it, and I want to be proud of it, but 2, I don't want to bring clients up here and it looks tacky, and it looks like something they're like, I don't want to be in here. You can feel that energy. They're like, I'm not training here, right? So that is the hope. The big thing that I did notice though, can't slam weights, can't do, because I bought a sand ball, right? A slam ball. Slammed it, it reverbs through the whole floor. So conscious of that. This is concrete floor, but I'm not trying to get this to crack and collapse. So that is it. That's the update on the room here. Hopefully I'll have more news here in the coming weeks, more content definitely this year, just because I have this room and I can use the space. So that is it for this year. Like I said, this is the first of the year. This is the new year. So hopefully 2019 is really big for this room and the movement space and what I can do with it. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with not only little things like this, which is just really news for what's going on with my life, but all the fitness stuff, medical exercise stuff, MoveNat, start doing more grip approach videos and DNS videos here pretty soon, and I'll explain more what that is. Reviews of the shoes that I'm wearing and all that other stuff here pretty soon. So check back with that, but hit the subscribe button if you do want to follow along. And thanks so much for watching.